Burmo does really well to win the ball there. Couldn't squeeze it through. Doku. Very nicely done. And he's made sure that's not getting through. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Not where it came from. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. And we have our very first corner. Pablo Fornals goes short. Lovely feet. And now a sudden chance to counter. Pinches it off him. Valera threads one in. Oh, that's neat. Oh, there's a probing ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
And he stands tall, impenetrable. Abdul Hamid did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. That's a lovely, neat pass. Son Heung-min.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And he's worked it through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Opts for safety and played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Marquinhos. Hakimi. It's a good run he's making out on the left. Hakimi. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, I think that move petered out due to a lack of urgency. There was no cutting edge.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle. Burmo looking to play it into the box. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. Now here's the delivery. He's rising! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Marcos Alonso. Now Zabani.
Egypt can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
And the shot! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Borussia Dortmund have their second corner now. Now it's Doku. Pablo Fornals. Doku. Shot, surely! And there's a goal. They have come roaring back.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
The goal scorer for
And that will
Borussia
surely go
Dortmund
down as one of the
after
easiest
41
goals he
minutes
could
is
ever score.
number
Yeah,
10,
keeping calm and taking a touch
Doku.
like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Hakimi, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Taken back almost at once. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And for the first half, that is that. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So it's one each. How are you seeing it, Jim?
Well, it's been an exciting half, Peter, with each side having chances and good spells of possession. I'm hoping that both will keep this open approach.
So all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. So it's back to business. Pablo Fornals. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
That's going in strongly.
Borussia Dortmund can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Could move up a gear here. Now it's Doku. That is lovely. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. That's a foul, no two ways about it. Sucic is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Lovely bit of skill. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. That's good running with the ball. And it's Son Heung-min.
The attendance
Valera.
for this match was 80,114.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Hakimi. Sucic goes sliding in.
Substitutions taking place.
And here's Vinicius Junior, and it's played in, and they've managed to get rid. Driving on and making good progress. Oh, nice touch.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
And a header! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Goal! Egypt! And they get themselves in front! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Egypt have their lead. Zielinski! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Borussia Dortmund really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Osimhen showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And he's picked out the run. Great ball, shoots! And he hits the net. And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter.
He's had a shot! And the ball's come loose here. Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off. Borussia Dortmund really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Marcos Alonso gets over and intercepts. That is good alertness. And it's Son Heung-min. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Ball is over the line.
Substitution for Egypt. Number 45, Osimhen. Number 9, Vinicius Junior. Number 22,
Can he finish? Oh, wow, that's crazy! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
There will be 3 minutes at a
Egypt
time.
look like... Header! It's a goal! They have stolen level at the last! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
And that is that. Magic. What a magical football match, and genuine respect all round. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well,
Please
a decent
join
draw,
me in
Peter,
wishing
with a
all
good
the
mix
best to
of
members
action
of our
and
fan
plenty
club
of talking
celebrating
points,
their wedding
and it ended with the right
anniversary
result, in my opinion.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a
Hello,
beautiful,
everybody,
clear
and
evening.
welcome to
The
today's
conditions
match.
contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things already rolling. Gets a good foot in there. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That's really well manoeuvred. Vlasic gets flagged offside. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I like the look of this guy, Eberechi Eze. Someone who has this unique swagger about him. Who would have thought that at 16 his career was almost over after a spate of rejections?
And a chance! Goal! Egypt! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
So, a breakthrough already.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, that's clever. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now this could be a chance. Chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Cross from Hakimi. And they're back on the ball again. Played out wide. And it's Hakimi. And it's made its way to him. Bullish header! It's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Egypt are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Great vision. He's in a great position here. Vlasic could move up a gear here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Vlasic, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Zielinski. He's rising!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Sucic. Now this could be a chance. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Space for him to turn and look. He's on it. Can he get away?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Ambitious ball here. No, that's been intercepted. Sucic. Tries to pass it through. And it's Sucic. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Sucic. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Substitution.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Osimhen really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Brilliantly cut out.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
He is through here. Not pretty, but it gets the... A real chance! Now, how often do you see that?
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Marcos Alonso. Reich. Valera. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vlasic. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute.
Has been indicated.
He's got away. That is ended up in no man's land. Plenty to aim at here. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Threads one in. Well, played right into his path. He might be in here! And we've reached half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue
Just
even
a quick
further.
announcement. We would
I'd
like
always
to
be
inform
inclined
you
to
that
go for
CCTV
the
is
latter,
now in
go for a
operation
third,
for your safety.
especially with a full half of football still to play.
Egypt looking composed, content, comfortable, leading 2-0 at half-time.
Substitutions taking place.
So, into the second half. And that has put paid to that. He's a sharp little ball here. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Sucic. Into the channel. It's a promising position. He's shifting through the... Shapes to shoot! In he goes again! Vinicius Junior. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Zielinski. That's a good run he's making there. Sucic. An uncompromising challenge. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Geraldo did well to stay calm there. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now.
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he's managed to get free. There's the shot! And he hits the net! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Substitution for Egypt. Number 7.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 9.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Coming on the field, number 11, Mason Greenwood. Number 18.
So 2-1 now, and things have got a whole lot more enthralling here.
Yeah, this is a real psychological test now that will tell us whether one side buckles and the other kicks on.
Always goal side. Zielinski! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And here's Zielinski, and the shot! It's off target and by quite a way. Beraldo. Over to the right flank. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. He's under a lot of pressure there. Aimed beyond the defence. Delivered low. Zabani deals with that comfortably. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Steaming on goalwards. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged the real chance! And there's a goal! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Egypt go up by 2 and are looking good.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
Can he get it through? Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. That's good running with the ball. Volendam claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. Volendam with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Sucic plays it short. Shoots! And it's in! A finish of great intelligence. He just understood, and he executed so smoothly.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Just 1 in it now.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Rafinha, expertly cut out, really nicely done. Semenyo might just make this.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He won't be happy with that one. Now it's Rafinha. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Szoboszlai, pings in across. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
Egypt nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Soboslai. Rafinha providing an outlet on that flank.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Knocks it into space.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Shifted it to the flank. Crunching tackle. Tries to play it through. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Great chance! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Spread to the right. Semenyo. Zielinski. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Oh, no messing about, it is red. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle. Egypt are down to 10 men. The final whistle is imminent, but I do think he'll allow time for this free kick. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning.
Please join me
Thoughts on
in
what we've
wishing
just
all the
seen?
best for
Well, Peter,
members
this
of our
was
fan
probably
club
more
celebrating their
slugfest
wedding
than a
anniversary
game of
today.
football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here.
Hello,
A
everybody,
clear
and
night,
welcome
all
to
the
today's
ingredients for a
match.
showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So things are underway. Passes short and sharp.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Sucic with a definite foul there. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
I would have to say Victor Osimhen, Peter. Africa has always produced some outstanding striking talents, and this is the man I see as the latest in that line. He's fast, he's powerful, he's very athletic, and he looks the perfect man if you want to hit on the counter-attack.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. And it's Sucic. Vinicius Junior. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Sabani. And Alexander-Arnold. Played out to the left flank. Doku! There it is! He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless.
The goal scorer after 11 minutes is number 10. Doku.
Egypt are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Hakimi. Pavlo Fornals. Vlasic gets a foot in here.
They've got to make this nice and quick. There they go, hunting again.
He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. He's on it, can he get away? Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Doku makes a dash for it. Pavlo Fornals. Alexander-Arnold. And it's made its way to him. That is great defending, so alert. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Vardy.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Kajolu. Now there's a fine ball. Vinicius Junior receives it in a good position here. Valera.
Volendam definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. So, a genuine chance to increase the lead. Takes a shot! And no mistake! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good...
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end. Alexander-Arnold. Valera. Now Zabani. Valera. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward, bumps him off it and wins back the ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Oh no, what a shoot! And it's in! Oh, a horrible error, and he has nowhere to hide.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Just one in it now.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Big chance! Eze.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
It's Vinicius Junior. Pablo Fornals, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Zabani calmly anticipates. Valera. Pablo Fornals. Valera. That's a super give and go.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Here comes the cross. Defending of the desperate variety. Vlasic. Aimed beyond the defence. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half.
With the owner of a blue car parked outside
Caution
the
certainly
stadium
not on the
gates,
agenda here
kindly remove
from
it,
both
as it is
sides.
about to be
Yeah,
towed
they're
away.
ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Substitution for Egypt, number 26, Jean Lukumi. Coming on the field is
We're on the move again.
number 17, Gay.
Well, I think in these
Substitution.
circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Egypt, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's having a shot! And he's stuck it away! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Volendam are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Volendam, oh, he's taken it. Can he get on the end of this? Chance! And a neat finish! Just one in it now! The game takes on a whole new complexion! A moment that needed composure, and Ferrand! And no mistake! Beraldo. And it's Hakimi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Doku.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Eze running with intent. Volendam appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time. Oh, he's tripped him right on the cusp of the penalty area. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game.
Substitution for Egypt. Number
Egypt
45,
looking to get level.
Osman. Number 7, Balassi. Coming on the field, number 21, Vedat Muriki. Number 14, Almada.
He has missed it.
Substitution in
You
progress.
couldn't ask for a better opportunity to equalise, but now he'll feel like the opposition have just scored. Egypt may only be one behind, but they're showing much in terms of threatening parity.
Great ball, shapes to shoot! He's done very well to get to that.
Vinicius Junior actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Egypt with the corner, they're first.
Substitution for Egypt. Number 9, Vinicius Junior. Number 5, Eze. Coming on the field, number 20.
Almada plays it short. Kajolu with the delivery.
Mason Greenwood.
Egypt really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Nicely weighted ball. He's on it, can he get away? And the shot! Oh, it's come loose, and again! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Hakimi plays it long. And he's decided to go for it. Marcos Alonso. Egypt are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Looking for the run. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Decent chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Kvaratskhelia clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2, then. Almada with the short one. Played into the box. Volendam have the chance to go the other way. Semenyo. Opts for safety. 75 minutes played. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic.
Well, that's clear-cut. It's a free kick. And he has taken a dim view of this, a second yellow, and that means red. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. There's the shot! And he hits the net! Right back in it! Almost no them. That was easy, almost too easy.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Substitution for Egypt. Number 3.
So changes afoot here, and from both
Coming on
sides.
to replace him is
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
Gehi gets over and intercepts.
This is the time you need that pace.
Spread out to the left. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. That's a lovely, neat pass. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Looking to play him in. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And that
There'll be 5
interception
minutes
was
added time.
most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It'll be a throw-in. Sucic has created one goal already.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. And that has left him in a heap. Can he finish? Oh, that could be pivotal! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips.
And there goes the final whistle. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Kvaratskhelia picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
Programs are available from stands.
So there we have it,
by the
Jim.
gates.
A game
I'm sure
seemingly
they'll make
destined for
fine souvenirs.
stalemate, but then the ultimate smash and grab.
Egypt really wanted this. I mean, look at those players now.